I know. Sorry, everybody. There's a lot of birds around us right now. I guess it's springtime in New York City, y'all. This is the romantic comedy of the century happening.
I know. Can't you feel the love in the air?
It's just such it's like a rom-com. Isn't it always in spring in New York?
Yeah. It hasn't felt...
Or Christmas in Chicago.
Yeah.
Like a cold,
or New York.
Or New York, yeah, too.
But don't you feel like spring in New York has been fake this entire time?
It hasn't happened yet. Anyway.
Like what you see in the movies?
Welcome back, y'all. To the podcast.
We don't know what episode. We should probably stop counting.
Is this 11?
We probably should stop counting after 10, right?
Yeah. I don't even know a number above 10, so perfect.
What about in Spanish?
Yeah, once. We always do this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I fucking know Spanglish. Let's go.
Well, we're back. I feel like it's been a while.
It's been a while. Not for y'all, but for us.
Right.
What are you talking about lately? This is all going to be dropped at once, you know?
No. One episode a week.
Yeah, but like after this, maybe.
Anyway, we're in New York.
Back on track. We're in New York City.
Also, this is our first episode that we are actually still in New York. Like we are in the city we're talking about.
We're still in the city we're talking about. This is the first episode where we're in New York.
No. I said still.
We started this podcast in New York.
Let's also cheers.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to the pregame.
Welcome to the pregame.
Let's go. What a week it's been. Here we is talking about New York City. So, this is our first 3-month stay. This is like a 2-year lease for most people, for us.
This is a big commitment.
Yeah.
3 months.
Huge.
New York City.
Colossal.
Yeah, so I had just moved out of LA. Well, obviously this was planned before that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this year is supposed to be all about living in places longer. You know, we loved last year and all the traveling, but it does get a little exhausting.
Wear and tear. Yeah. It's like, what do you want to do? Do you want to run no, that's a bad example. Yeah, you know, you just want to slow the pace down a bit.
Yeah, it's so fun, but also do you want to have fun all the time? And then also, where's the rest? You know, like we're always planning, we're always moving, packing, repacking. Like, let's just be somewhere for 3 months.
Right.
Figure out, is this even a potential city?
Right. I will say, like, a month, you can get it. You can know a city pretty well.
You for sure can. Yeah.
But, like, something that I was missing that you can't do in a month is build a community. Like, you can't make new friends in a month. I mean, you kind of can, but then it's like, it's almost like a one-night stand friend. You know? Yeah. You're like, at the maybe week 2 or 3, you hang. It's like, oh, we can hang out once.
You're an acquaintance.
Yeah, you're an acquaintance that'll maybe we're friends on Facebook. We don't even follow each other on Instagram, you know?
Right. And New York is so the city where you need way more than a month. I mean, you can come for a weekend and have a great time, but also in a month is going to fly by. 3 months has flown by.
It's flown.
We're like almost done.
Yeah. No, it's crazy.
But I guess those were some of the reasons why we picked New York.
Yeah.
But why else?
Well, I mean, I think we both have always had our eye on New York.
100%.
For me, I originally, when I first visited New York, I was like, I fucking love this city.
When was the first time you visited New York? I don't think I know this.
It was New Year's Eve.
Oh, always New Year's.
Yeah, New Year's.
Such a special time.
Oh, it's amazing. I don't know if you've never done New Year's Eve.
I've never done New Year's Eve in New York.
Because you're catching the tail end of Christmas, so you get those warm, fuzzy feelings. Mm-hmm. It's not, I mean, it's cold, but once again, you're visiting, so it's, who gives a fuck? And the city's just lit up, you know? You can pop around to all these, like, midnight bars and different things, and it's just, like, it's just dope.
But question, how do you know where to go? Like, there's so many places,
what do you mean?
And it's New Year's Eve, so, like, how do you know every time you're going to go to a bar, it's going to be $100 cover because it's New Year's Eve in New York City, you know? Well, like, that sounds a little hard.
But the good thing about I mean, it's like capitalism on steroids because there's competition. So it's like, you want to meet $100? I can go right down the street for $5, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Also, it's usually like, let me think. The first time I was here, it was like I was hanging out with some friends. So they already had that, like some bar picked. And it was like, honestly, like a really basic bar. But the second time I did it, it was like a little bit more dope.
Yeah. And sometimes bars do give a great, like, New Year's Eve package. Like, it's expensive, but it's, like, all you can drink for the night.
And eat. And you're like, I'm not eating, dude. I'm going to, like, that sounds
That's you, baby.
sloshy. Trying to get some food and liquor.
Is that paid for?
And then bouncer, I'm going to eat. I'm going to hate my life. But I'm like, if I give you money, I'm going to take advantage of whatever the money is buying, essentially. It's just how I am. Anyway, basically what I was saying was, I was looking at New York and then obviously LA, and I'm in the film industry, so LA just made more sense professionally. But fuck that shit, man. Oh my God. Now, especially being here. Yeah. Dude, New York. So anyway, I've always wanted to like live here, but had like, no, like it just didn't seem feasible. It didn't seem like possible. Like it didn't make sense from where I was at. Was it because
you didn't really know how to even start, you know?
No, I think it was mostly because I was like, I'm looking for, like I said at the in the first episode, where it's basically like, imagine, okay, usually people live in a city based off of what they do. Mm-hmm. Their job anchors them to the city or their mother.
Right.
A job or your mother is why you used to live where you lived.
Or a girl. Could be a girl.
It could be a girl. It could be a girl.
She's special enough.
Or a guy.
Or a guy.
Uh-huh. You know how many girls came out to LA? Huh?
For you?
Well, in my head, no. Yeah. So, but anyway, so it was one of those things where it was like, I would love to, but it's so expensive. It's like, how do you even get your foot? Like, it's like you're jumping off of a cliff right onto a moving sidewalk. You're like, you're gonna eat it every time. How are you gonna land, like balance it and ride it out? So that's why I didn't really do it, but I've always wanted to.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, for me it was like, so I lived in New Jersey when I came from Cuba, right?
That's right.
For like 2-ish years, but I was really young, like 9 to 12 years old, right? But like we would come to the city a good bit, and I still have family in Jersey, so I used to come like every year, if not every other year. So it's always like, oh my God, New York, New York. And then when I went to high school for like art and fashion design, I did want to come to New York City for a fashion design college, right?
Yeah.
Fashion merchandising, marketing, whatever. Didn't happen. So similar thing, like it was always an itch. Like, I didn't do it. Should I have done it? And then I would like always visit my friends in New York in college. Like, it was always like, not a should I have done it, but like, damn, I kind of still want to do it, but do I really? And similar thing, like I went to LA. I mean, not similar thing because you didn't think this, but I went to LA and it like way won for me than New York. Because like for me, LA was a New York meets Miami.
Yeah.
So it was like my perfect balance,
right.
You know?
Driving, shitty people.
No.
Everyone's pretty.
Okay.
Everyone is mean.
How did you turn that so fast? No. Like, way bigger city, so many people. There's a beach, but there's a city and the buildings and all the action.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway.
Also, I think it was one of those things where generally either people love New York or they love LA, right? Mm-hmm. And I feel like me, I love New York and I hate LA, right? Mm-hmm. But you love both.
Yeah.
But is that because you're a fucking Libra?
And I can't make up my mind.
Yeah. You're like a bisexual in that way. It's like, fucking pick a lane.
Yeah, I'm just going to try them both out.
Yeah, you're just like, I love both. I just love it. I'm just going to I'm fluid, baby.
Yeah, it's because I'm a Libra and I love them both.
Yeah, it's easy. There's good in everything and there's bad in everything, but it's like, where's more good?
But you're right. Non-Libras usually love one way above the other.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah, non-Libras.
Non-Libras.
It's almost like you're saying like leopards or something. Non-leopards.
Yeah. No, we had a conversation about this with like
Josh,
5 of our friends
who are coming next week. But yeah.
Yeah, and it was like very clear. Like, yeah, I love New York. Yeah, I love LA. You know, and then it was me, the Libra.
Yeah, he was like, I don't know, I like it both.
I love them both. They're just so different. It's like people compare them, and I get it.
You can't. It's
but
so
they're
different.
So different.
Yeah, because one's amazing and one can suck my ass.
No.
Yeah.
You can compare them in like the city, whatever.
No.
We're getting off track. Basically, we both had an itch to scratch.
Yeah.
And we were like, we've always wanted to live in New York. 3 months could hopefully scratch the itch or make it way more itchy, which I feel like is what it's doing.
Yeah, but
I have an allergy
this
now.
Outbreak is just expanding. Yeah. I thought this would, I thought this was medicine. It's like, nah, it's making it worse. It really did. It's kind of like, because we both were also on the same page where all of our friends that lived here, and I could see it, it's like they burn out after about a year or 2 years, and like, this is just not sustainable. Like, you can't just keep doing this. Like, it's like...
Even in their youth.
Yeah.
Not like, that we don't have our youth,
right.
but...
It's too much kick. You can't just be cracked out all the time. Like, you gotta fucking rest.
Hustle, grind.
Yeah, which it's
Make that bread.
Which you have to exist here. You gotta be making bread.
Yeah.
Because you're spending bread. Yeah. So, I mean, it's still one of those things where I'm like, God, it's so fucking great, though. I love it. It's so fun.
Yeah. No, it really is. I just feel like along with the magic of it, though, correct me if I'm wrong, it also has, like, established more and more of, like, the realistic cons, you know?
The cons?
Yeah, like, I feel like every time, because, like, obviously now we're like, wait, would we want to live here for a year or two? I feel like the first thing in my head is like, no, how are we going to live here? How are we going to find a place? This is impossible. Competition is so high. Like, you gotta claw someone's eyes out to get to the front of the line to get the place.
So here's the thing, is what she's really referencing is one person.
No, two people.
Oh my God. Sorry, everybody, excuse me. It was 2 people.
That I know. How many do you know? No. Our friend Corbin hasn't found a place, but he also hasn't started looking.
Yeah, and look. So this is the thing, is the people that I'm hearing that, like, are struggling...
Are women.
Which is also like, what? Women are struggling to find it because women get fucking picked every time.
Because we make a lot less.
No, it's not that. So, no, it's because...
Yes.
It's because girls generally are way more specific with what they want. They're like, I want this, in this area. And it's like, okay, well, that doesn't exist.
We like what we like.
No, that's fine. But it's going to be a fucking... You're going to have to fight the 1,000 other girls that also want exactly what you want. Right. And a dude's like, I'll fucking sleep under a car. I don't give a shit, man. You know, $500.
Sleep under a car in New York City?
Oh, you're not? Oh, I didn't know if there was a single person.
You are.
I thought everybody wanted that. Yeah. No.
But, I mean, that kind of goes along with how we started our New York search, right? It was like, obviously, we wanted Manhattan. Like, that was the goal.
Well, we wanted it because our office is in Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah, and because we wanted to be in the city.
In the center.
In the center.
Center. Because it's like, obviously, Brooklyn is popping.
Yeah,
it's cool
course.
now. It's gentrified as fuck.
We looked at the map, though, and that was in the center. And now we really know, but we'll also get into that later.
Yeah, it's you pick your battle.
Yeah.
You know, which side of the room do you want to stand in, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, Manhattan is like the most central, so it's like everything is like probably like 15 minutes away.
Yeah.
Or 20, you know.
Like when you're there. Yeah, no, totally. If not walking, definitely by the train. Everything is 20 minutes.
Plus all the way to like the Lower East Side or the Village or the Fidei, you know.
The Fidei.
There's so many fun. There's like, what does LA got? It's got WeHo, NoHo. It's got a lot of hoes.
Feliz, Echo Park.
Feliz, Echo Park, Silver Lake, DTLA.
Curve City.
Yeah, they're all lame as
Venice.
fuck.
No.
Venice is not, is that an abbreviation?
We should just do an episode where you just release all this hatred towards LA.
You want me to give you
like let it go forever?
Right. Let me give you
like your detox therapy session.
Let me give you a preview of what.
No, I don't want to hear it. Now we're talking about New York, which you love.
It would be this.
Positive way.
Sorry, everybody. I'll turn it down in post. God damn it, you were cutting me off. I just wanted to scream, and you're like,
I didn't want
it. Whoop. Anyways.
I knew what was coming.
I love New York. Mm-hmm. I fucking love New York. I ride and die for this city, god damn it. Anyway, wait, can you name all the 5 boroughs yet? You remember?
Oh, I think I do now.
It.
So Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, Harlem, the Bronx.
Wait, that's 4?
No.
Wait.
Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, Harlem, the Bronx.
Oh.
That's correct, right?
Is there... I thought Staten Island was...
No, I thought there was only 5. Gosh, this is why we need a fact checker.
Shit, we don't even know.
We've been living here 2.5... Damn it.
Wait, so it's... What's that again?
No. Okay. It's Brooklyn, Manhattan, Queens, Staten Island, the Bronx.
Staten Island. God damn it feels good to be right. It just... let's just marinate. Let's take a moment of silence.
No, we don't have time. Where's Staten Island in the map?
It's an island. We didn't go because we're going to take
How is it a whole borough then?
You guys want to just hear a podcast of Laylee mumbling to herself while she looks at her phone going, what? That's where that's at?
You're right.
I thought it was there.
Anyway, so we're looking at Manhattan to live in.
Didn't happen.
Way above our budget.
Yeah.
Way above anyone's budget.
Right.
Unless you're a finance bro.
It would, no. It didn't matter. So it would be like, do you want to spend $1,900, $2,000, it was over $2,000 for a college dorm. Literally a college dorm.
Way more than $2,000, baby, because we basically paid $2,000 here. So that was like over $2,500.
No, I think it was the same price. We just had to move out because we were looking in Manhattan.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
It wasn't more because it was like because what you got was literally
dorm.
A bunk bed with another dude who's like 18 jerking off.
Yeah, and the
every
toilet
night.
is in the same room.
Yeah, and the sink.
The kitchen.
You have a sink.
Ugh.
Your sink is your toilet.
God. It's like you think we're exaggerating, but just give it a search. Go on Airbnb.
But this is age material. Everybody knows that about New York. You know, like of course you buy it.
I know, but you think it's exaggerated, no?
No.
I didn't expect it to be that bad when we were looking.
I almost thought if I found a good place, I didn't get the real experience. You know what I'm saying? I was like, no,
we found a good place.
We did, but
not in Manhattan.
No. So we were looking at Manhattan. We know Brooklyn obviously is a little more financially responsible.
And super cool.
But also still pretty expensive. You keep going, where do you hit? Bushwick, which is like, what the fuck is that? So I text my friends, like, you know Bushwick? And like, yeah, all my friends live there. I'm like, yeah, because they're filmmakers. Of course they live there. But that's like, that's really far away. So it's like, okay, so now going downtown is Brooklyn to you, which is like, fuck. So you're just literally in a sector. Like, you're not going nowhere.
Yeah, they stay in Bushwick,
yeah,
I feel like.
Yeah.
Which there is a lot of shit there.
Like I said, if they're going out. It's like Williamsburg. And it's like, oh my God, dude. Right. So you're just that's still Brooklyn, And so we,
scrolling
moved on up that coast. And we found Astoria, which for those of you who don't know, Astoria is if you go up to the Upper East Side, so it's like Central Park, and then you just go to the middle of Central Park, and then you just go straight up to the right, which is east, across the ocean, whatever.
River?
Yeah, and then that's us. We're there.
Yeah.
In Astoria.
Yeah, our little awesome neighborhood. I love it.
I love it too. I really do. It's funny because every time I talk to people here and where I was coming from, it's like they respond to me the same way when I was like first moving to LA.
What is it?
And I'd be like, I'm moving to Burbank. And they're like, okay, Burbank. Yeah, a lot of film studios, a lot of this, like positive. And so people were doing that with Astoria. So, but FYI, Burbank fucking sucks.
Yeah, I'm like, the difference is people still do come. Like, everybody I've talked to has come to Astoria.
Yeah.
Who goes to Burbank?
No one. So anyway, that's why I'm like, but that's when I swear I read the same expression of them being like, oh, good, I'm glad you're here. And I'm going to be positive, even though I'm not going to tell you why that sucks.
Right.
Because I'm like, anyway, so what is Astoria known for?
Oh, super most diverse neighborhood.
Number one, in New York, the most languages spoken per capita, per square mile, whatever.
Yeah.
In New York, which means probably America.
Also super up and coming. So it's not the Bushwick or the Williamsburg yet, but it is like a rising.
Yeah, I feel like it really could be.
Like everything I read about it was like it's coming up, and like it definitely doesn't feel like it's not.
I feel like people from New York, if you guys listen to this, you're gonna see me laughing out loud.
I'll take it.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, that wasn't even a joke, and that was the funniest thing they just said.
It's coming up.
But I really believe. No, I was literally walking the other day, and there was this dude on the phone talking. And he was a really cool black guy. Okay. And he was like...
diversity.
Oh, exactly. But he was super cool, right? And he was like, yo, man, I don't know why, but like, fucking, why did I sleep on that story? This shit's dope. And I was like, God damn right, bro.
No.
I love it. It's fun. It is good.
I mean, it is popping.
Yeah.
Like, so lame. It is popping. Do the kids still say that?
The kids.
I don't know.
You're a kid.
But literally on Broadway, on Steinway, it's like all restaurants and bars. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's still pretty low key. They just need a little better nightlife, which is like, because the big thing is like, all right, so Astoria is known for Greek food. That's what everyone says. Oh, a lot of good Greek.
For food in general, but yes, especially Greek food.
New York's just good for food, so I wouldn't even say that. But Greek food, apparently. And then, what's the second one? What's the second one? I got the third one. What's the second one? It's Greek food, something, and then I'm always like, and a lot of families. A lot of good old family. I feel like it's a lot of family, which is like, if you want to live in a safe neighborhood, it's either gay or it's families.
Yeah.
Those are the two. I would say like a bunch of girls too. Would be like a bunch of white girls in particular. Would be like, man, I couldn't afford that. I can't afford that neighborhood.
Any neighborhood like that, but sounds awesome.
Also, gay neighborhoods are so expensive too because they're nice. They're so nice, man.
Safe.
They're safe.
But yeah, we ended up in Astoria. We're really liking it.
Yeah, we love it.
You love it even more than I do.
Nah, I like Medford, Oregon. No, it's cool. It's cool. I mean, I would love to. So we picked, since we're staying here for 3 months, we picked 2 spots, right? To try and break up the Airbnb. So we're like 1 month versus 2 months. Cause I was like, it was really expensive. So I was like, okay, what if we split it? Like, I was just trying to think problematically, like, how do we make this cheaper? Right. It's like, okay, well, maybe we spend a little more and stay in a better area and then spend a little less and stay further away, right? That's how it was like, we don't have to do everything in one spot.
And let's like experience different Airbnbs also, because what if one sucks? We have another backup. Like you don't want to be in a terrible Airbnb for 3 months. Right. But then it was also like, damn it, but what if one was awesome and then we're going to this.
We thought about that. It was kind of like a fuck, dude. What if the one is way better than the other or whatever? Right. But it's like, whatever, man. That's life. You gotta roll the dice. Yeah. You can't be worried about that. You just gotta use your intuition. So
it was actually also just like as a pro tip, as you're searching on Airbnb, it was actually cheaper to get 2 places for a month at least each than to stay in one place for 3 months, because then the monthly discount ends up just like minimizing, I feel like. Like it's not as like significant. So just pro tip. Always search. It's a lot of work. Right. That's what we wanted to do 3 months versus every other month.
But also you always just got to look at it like there's other ways. Even with that, we did it 2 different places, but there's always, whatever you're seeing, there's always another way. Like, always keep that in your mind.
This motivation.
No, but there is. Like, I'm just saying, like, this is how you want to know how to cut corners in life. Right. It's more like smarter, not harder, but whatever. It's a little more work, but it's like, there's, like, if you're like, oh, fuck, I can't do it. It's like, there's a way to do it. Yeah. Like I said, so it was like the first time I came to New York and I wanted to live here, but I was like, I can't afford this. I was in Subway ordering a sandwich when I was thinking this, and the cashier was ringing out my order, and I go, this person lives here. They're fucking making it happen. If they can do it, I'll fucking live with a family of 15. No, I don't know.
Yeah, you can.
I would have, at that time, I would have done it. I'm too old. Now I'm used to comfort. I can't go back. It sucks. Young guy, man, any young dude can they can sleep anywhere. Yeah. Put up with it's kind of unbelievable.
To be young.
I know, right?
We're still young.
No, you are.
We are.
My body's shutting down right now, but that's another podcast episode.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, but yeah, so another pro though, the food. It is also nice to like be a little away from the hustle and bustle, like it is quiet. Our Airbnb host loves to say, you can hear the birds chirp.
God, and that's why I did.
He says it every day, I feel like.
But these birds sound like they're raping each other. Like they don't sound like a Disney movie where like, like you're singing with it. No, they're like, like it's like a bird that's getting raped is like crying for help.
360, that was the start of this episode. If you guys didn't know.
I'm sweating because we got to shut all the windows and doors because these birds are being raped outside, man. That's like the 8th time I said that word, but whatever.
Yeah, no, but it's nice to be like, okay, I can just like, I mean, it's still full of people. Like, it's not like you're walking.
That's New York. New York, baby.
Right. It's not like you're walking out and you're like the only person there, but it's not like Manhattan, Times Square busy. Right. And then another pro is like it is really easy to get into the city. Like we literally have the R train a block away, basically.
Yeah.
Shout out R train.
RM. R or M.
R or M.
Yeah. But we are a ride or die for the R.
I love the R.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just gets you right into the city in like 20 minutes. Easy peasy.
It's more like 30, but yeah, basically. So we can go right into the office, like no problem.
Yeah. Yeah, so we have an office for the first time.
Yeah.
At work. Met some coworkers. I met my boss in person. That was cool.
Wait, real quick, sorry. What are the cons of Astoria?
Getting to Brooklyn.
Oh, shit.
So that's a whole thing.
That's honestly, maybe the only one. It's not.
I would say another one would be like no one wants to come to Astoria.
No, because it's like all our friends live in Brooklyn.
Well, so number 3 is no nightlife, right? So we can't be like, oh, come to Astoria pregame with us and then let's go out.
Yeah, true.
So I feel like 2 and 3 go together. Because I'm like, why do I want people here? I don't really care.
You just nailed that list. That's true. But yeah,
I actually didn't even practice that.
I know, but you just, every day, you're just
I'm ready.
It's this, and this, and this.
Brooklyn takes the far win.
Oh my God.
I love Brooklyn. I love Dumbo.
She loves Dumbo.
I love Dumbo.
She's a Dumbo.
Like, if I was really going to live in New York, I told you. I'm like, can we live in Dumbo?
Yeah, you know how much that shit costs?
But can we do it?
Yeah, you know how much that shit costs?
But can we do it?
No, literally cannot. Oh my God. It's like, I want to be can I live in the Hamptons?
Guys, just like follow us and subscribe.
Yeah, can you give us money so we can live our
Donate.
dreams? I don't know where you're from or what you're doing, but can you just give me your money so I can have a great life? In Dumbo.
Dumbo. What does it stand for? We just learned this. Down under Manhattan Bridge Overpass.
Yeah.
Dumbo. It should be underpass.
No, it's an overpass. Yeah. Damn, you just remember that too. Yeah. Going to Brooklyn, a nightmare.
Okay, so the reason is though because you almost always have to go into Manhattan first. And then you can take the transfer train to Brooklyn. Yeah. So it's just at least like 3 transfers.
Yeah. A lot of transfers. So getting there, okay, so it's always an hour. It's going to be an hour on the train.
50 minutes going there.
Ish. Mm-hmm. Ish. Mm-hmm. Add that.
Ish.
But the biggest thing is coming home.
Oh, God.
You go to a bar and it's like 2 a.m. and you're coming home. You're like, what the fuck? I'm so tired. And you're like, okay, well, fuck that. It's going to be another hour. Let me call an Uber. And an Uber is like $130,000. And you're like, okay, I'm going to ride this out. The first time we came back, like Laylee was asleep. And so I'm slapping myself to stay awake. So I literally like, I get her behind me and I tie her arms around my waist and I just lean against a pole. So we're both just like at least upright.
I don't remember at all, but that sounds
because you're asleep. Yeah. It was so miserable.
We're going there tomorrow, so just prepare yourself.
I know. I'm so not ready.
We went there last weekend was it last weekend? No, the weekend before that. And you were like, that is the last time. That was the last, yeah. We're going again I go, tomorrow.
Baby, that was the last time I went to Brooklyn. You're like, you didn't even have to say it out loud.
Yeah, I'm also, it's like so weird because I love it. Yeah. But it's not fun to take public transportation to Brooklyn from Astoria. But also, I was talking to my boss. I had a dinner with her 2 days ago. And we're like talking New York things. And she lives in Manhattan. And she's like all into house music. Is that what it's called? I always like mix it up. Yeah. Like I don't know the difference between EDM and house and techno. She said one of those, right? Like, are you into house music? And I'm like, not really. Yeah. No. Actually, no, I'm not at all.
Your boss said that?
Yeah. And she's like, okay. Because, like, the recommendation she was going to tell me. Yeah. She's like, anyway, they're all in Brooklyn. Right. And I was like, I've kind of figured it out from our friend Camille, right? Yeah. And she was like, yeah, I hate going to Brooklyn. And I'm like, but you already live in Manhattan.
You're like halfway there
Yeah,
You cut down 2 of the transfers. What are you complaining about?
So I think it's very much like Manhattaners don't like going to Brooklyn.
Yeah, we're in Astoria.
Probably Brooklyners don't like going to Manhattan. I don't know.
Yeah, another weird thing about New York, real quick, as you're talking about it, they all love fucking weird house music. They're all like weird European.
They're so
underground.
European. So today, as I was buying our tickets,
it feels like a joke, but everyone's like really into it here.
No, it literally asked me, what region are you in? And usually USA is the first one.
What was the first one?
It was like all the European countries in actual alphabetical order, and then the United States was at the bottom.
What's the first A? Austria?
I didn't look because I was just like, where is USA?
Yeah.
And it was like all the Europe countries, then USA at the bottom, and then there was a break for everything else.
Why do they want to know all that?
And then they asked me our gender, and I showed you that. It was the longest list I've ever seen.
Bruh.
I'm all for, like, gender inclusivity, but, like, I didn't know there was that many.
No, I don't know how they made this list.
Do you think that was 50 options?
Yeah, it was, like, at least 50.
I didn't know there was 50
saw you
gender options.
3 swipes down, and it was just
as
going.
I'm scrolling,
while I'm on the phone, so it was like, oh, my God, bruh.
That was really European.
What if, like, there's got to be one person who's like, finally, I'm listed. It's like, God damn it, you were so specific. There's like 2 of y'all, man.
I would probably go there every weekend then.
Yeah,
right?
hell yeah.
Like, but you also, have my full support now as a business.
You know what's weird is why do they need that to go to a rave? Why do they need
It's just like an extra
What does that mean?
Like an extra
What?
Like support, emphasis, that's like you acknowledge me.
Yeah, but I don't understand why you're about to purchase something and you need a business to acknowledge
you
your
don't
gender.
need it, but like I think it would like add an extra like, wow, I love that business because they did that.
So okay, so you're thinking as a marketeer right now, you're like, okay, if we can formulate a business plan that makes people feel inclusive, they're gonna want to spend their money on us.
I wasn't thinking that way, but now that you say
I think you are in a weird way though. Right? Because it's like otherwise I'm like, what is it like? Because right now if I was running the rave,
because you're just gonna click male, same as me. I'm just gonna click female.
Why do they need to know that?
Okay, also maybe you don't get this one, but I go a little bit step further, not even, right? But I love to see Hispanic as one of the options, right?
You're like not white Hispanic.
Yeah, exactly. Because if they don't have it, then I click white, but I'm always like, yeah, but I'm like not actually.
But okay, interesting.
So I can imagine the like 5th degree of that, of like, oh my God, you have the option.
What was the weirdest? I wish I would have read those.
I didn't even read them. There was 50 options.
One was like, I'm pretty sure like vampire. You know, like is your gender vampire? Like it was crazy.
We accept you.
No, it was dope. I mean, hell yeah. I mean, I'm all for it.
After hours, we might see some vampires tomorrow night.
Yeah. Ooh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it starts at 11 p.m. I go to sleep at 10.
Pussies get there at 11. I called 9:30 p.m. the middle of the night. So, what do you think?
We're going to do it tomorrow, though. We're going to take a nap. We're going to be New Yorkers. We're going to rave.
I'm going to fall asleep and wake up for my morning routine and then go to this rave. Like it's so like
we don't even like this type of music, but we're gonna do it.
Gosh,
I'm gonna need a lot of shots.
What the fuck why do these people love this music? It was like we were in that park in Brooklyn and that dude was at his car just blasting some weird house
at like 3 p.m. on a Saturday.
Yeah, or 2:30. Not that matters, but it was just like, is it good? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're totally.
Don't say that.
Drinking wine.
Okay.
Anyways, y'all. All right, so we stayed. Oh, we didn't. I don't think we told you. So we're staying in 2 places in New York, and they're both in Astoria.
Oh yeah.
We didn't say that.
But so after living in our first place, we were checking like, oh, where's our next place? Let's see. Literally a block away. That was our move. We're still in the same exact neighborhood. It's really funny.
Same numbers.
Yeah, it was like 45, 46.
Well, don't say it.
No, I won't. Okay, I was wrong actually, because I was always confused. Right. It was 32, 39, and 35, 36 were the house numbers. That's it. I'm going to stop at the house numbers.
But anyway, they're like literally the same place, but one street over.
Yeah.
So moving was very easy.
Very easy. Actually, wasn't
convenient.
I was huffing and puffing the entire time. But it was way easier than if we had to go to the train.
You were so cute. You were so mad.
I was so mad.
You were so mad that I was like, sometimes you're like, all right, man, I can't. She's angry. I'm going to let her deal with her anger. I can't diffuse this. I'm going to just drop everything off and then come back and help her out. And I ran up and I dropped everything off. And I'm sitting there and I walk out. No, I walk outside because I was like, I don't see anybody on our street. What the hell happened to you? And then
we're only a street away.
One street away. So
you
and then
have
like
to turn a corner.
3 minutes later, I see you rounding that one corner. You're not even on the street. Just like I could tell you're just like,
everything kept falling.
Stupid.
You know when you're holding a bag and everything is just spilling out of it, but you're also holding a fucking luggage. But it was way better than if we had to get on a subway and move to like Brooklyn. Can you imagine that from Astoria?
Yeah, that would have taken like all day.
I think I would have paid for the Uber at that point.
FYI, I don't know how y'all do it. I don't know how you move in New York because we don't have furniture. We don't have none of that. Like, how do you do that?
But I also hear New York people move literally every 6 months. Like LA people, like they're always moving.
Yeah, how do you do it though?
How do you even take furniture up these dumb little stairs?
Yeah, we don't have... So also, FYI, we lived in a basement the first time.
Mm-hmm. It was cozy.
It was cool. It was cozy. FYI, cozy means small as fuck, which everything here is cozy. But it was cute. I liked it. Honestly, it was... I mean, there's just no windows. Yeah. But it was big ass bed, it was pretty big. I don't know, it was nice for the winter too. You're like burrowed up. And then our second place is definitely more like wide open, but we don't walk up there's no walk up. It's not a 5th floor walk up, which is like every time I visited New York when I was staying with my friends, every single time it was like, you gotta walk to the train, walk from the train, and then you gotta walk up 4 flights of stairs, and then, cause no one has an elevator here.
Yeah.
And we don't have that. So it's like, yeah, moving wise,
I can't imagine. That's why it's becoming a con.
Yeah.
As if we were going to live here.
And you got to pay a broker fee, apparently. FYI, if you're going to move here, you got to pay some person who does absolutely nothing, like fucking 10,000.
Grands.
How much money?
Grands.
Yeah, thousands. Is that what you're saying? I don't know what you're saying. Yeah, thousands, yeah.
Grands.
You're saying it nice.
I'm going to start a slang. Why does somebody say that?
Grands?
I'm going to pay them grands. Do you have any other negatives to Astoria?
It's cool. Yeah, like I said, the only thing would be a little bit more nightlife. Just a little bit more like a more rounded like entertainment value. But it's like, once again, what was one of the 3 things I said is families. I don't give a fuck about that.
Right.
So they're not building for me. But that's why, we're like, what we've been trying to do is like, what is the next Denver? What is the next Austin? How do you beat that? Is you got to invest, which is like, I can see the potential.
Astoria has the potential.
It does. It's still affordable. There is a lot of young people here.
Yeah.
We go to Madame Marie. Shout out Madame Marie, sponsor us.
We love it.
We love that. Happy hour.
We make our own fun.
What is another great thing about New York that we haven't experienced in any other city?
Transportation.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if we mentioned it. We both hate to drive.
We hate it.
And so like for me,
but
I'm always
LA.
Annoyed.
Weird. Because
I'm like, that's when I get very like, come on, but your gender role is to drive.
True. No.
You should like being in a car, and he doesn't. So we have to take turns, and it's really annoying.
Right.
So here, we don't have to take any turns at all. We just have to take turns of like who's directing.
It's so great.
Which I feel like we figured out a system. I feel like I direct us through the metros, hopefully. And then as soon as we get out, I'm like, baby, what is this saying? And then you take us the walking part.
Yeah, usually. Or, all the way through. If you're falling asleep.
If I'm falling asleep.
Yeah.
But no, the transportation's great. Like, not having to drive. And also, you literally can get anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a place that you're like, oh, shit, the metro doesn't go there. You know, like, I don't know how it is in Atlanta, like, public transportation.
Terrible.
But, like, in Miami, it's like, yeah, sure, we have it. But, like, it's not going to get you anywhere. No. Or you're going to take 3 hours to get there. Like, don't use it, you know? New York, obviously, is like, we're going to get you there in a reasonable amount of time.
Right.
Except Brooklyn. But with the transportation and not having a car, it's like also gives us like freedom, I guess.
I think so.
Independence.
Yes, which is a big thing. I feel like normally, I mean, obviously when we're in LA, was the last time we both had cars and stuff, and we were living separately.
Right.
So that's a lot of independence.
Ultimate independence.
Yeah. But since then, so about a year and a half, or not, almost a year and a half, this is the first time that it's like, I can go do like, oh, I have dodgeball tonight or whatever. I can go do that. I don't got to borrow your car. You borrow mine to go to your Pilates, you know, whatever. So it's like, it's dope in that way that it's like, we both can just do what we're going to do. Yeah. And it's, you know, there's not so much organization. We just both have modes of transportation.
I like that because I wanted to highlight living together doesn't mean you don't have independence. It just means you need to organize more, right?
Yeah.
Like, especially if you have one car you're sharing.
Right.
Which has never been an issue, but like, yeah, here it is like the amazing freedom to it. That it's like, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And it's like, not that we have to ask to borrow a car, but it's like not even a question.
We'll see. When it comes to Miami,
you don't have to ask to borrow my car.
Totally, but
just drop me off at happy hour.
Right. Yeah, and pick me up. And also but that's why New York is so dope. Everyone's independent.
Right.
You can do what you want. You can eat what you want, when you want, how you want, where you want.
We still gotta eat together.
We do, apparently.
No, yeah. It is great. It is great to just hop on a train and go anywhere. Like my mom, every time, I don't think I've told you this, every time she calls me and I'm like walking back from Pilates or spinning class like later at night. Yeah. She's like, is Will with you? And I'm like, no. She's like, why not? You're walking. And it used to be, I will say, way sketchier, at least my spinning class, when it was dark. Yeah, I told you, like, once. I didn't want to tell you too many times because I didn't want it to be a thing because I love the spinning studio. Yeah. But, like, you go through a sketchy part in the sense of, like, so, like, Astoria is great because it's very residential, right? I feel like residential is not sketchy. No. But then there's a part where it's, like, under a bridge. And then there's a part where it's only car garages, like,
is that where we walked that one time?
No, it's not around there.
But it looks like that.
Kind of similar.
Okay, yeah.
Less scary. I feel like
that was pretty scary. Because my spidey senses were like, "What are you doing here, Will?
But
You've been in the ghetto."
Car garages. Yeah. Which is always, I'm like, oh, that means men, and it's dark, and there's no women around, and I'm in my like tight workout clothes, obviously, you know. So I'm like, But also I was like, but it's winter, so I'm not just in my tight winter workout clothes, you know? Yeah. Anyway, my mom was always like, where's Will? And I'm like, we do our own thing. Will did so many extracurricular activities in New York, is doing them. It's been great. So it was like, you're doing your thing. Like, I'm not going to be like, walk me to my spinning class. Right.
But it is getting warmer.
It is getting warmer. I'm so happy. So we've been here since March 1st. It is May
12th.
May 12th.
Boom.
I feel like spring is finally starting.
Finally.
And spring was supposed to start a month ago, according to the calendar and according to every other state. Yeah. I saw the switch. Yeah. We were still freezing.
So cold. It's been snowing and sleeting, and which also I keep reiterating, I'm like, I don't want to smell what this heat's about to cook.
You're right. But
I will say it's like everyone I've ever talked to goes, born and raised in New York to just lived here a little bit. They go, spring's the best time. And it's April when they're telling me this. And I go, cool. What month is spring here?
It snowed in April.
It snowed in April.
We were confused.
Yeah. So this is like the first time I wore a short sleeve shirt all day.
And shorts.
And I wore shorts.
You look like you got a tan, actually.
Did I? I got a little glow? Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. Glow up. Let's go. But we're also going to go out tonight and we got to eat dinner. And
we have so much more to talk about New York.
Right.
And we're going to go make tater tots.
Holla back. On the tater tots.
See you next time.
All right, love y'all.
Have a good pregame.
See y'all, internet. Peace.